have these dry erase boards that came in a set of 3, and in my office there's this awkward wall, and these happen to fit almost perfect in here. And when I sit at my desk, I'm sitting at my desk now, I can just turn and look to see what's going on. Now I keep a planner with all of my happenings, work, personal life, business, all of that. But here, this is usually things that are happening at home with the family, or if they are wanting to schedule something, they can come in and look to see pretty much what mom has going on before they start adding things, or if they know something that I need to know that I may not have already talked to them about, they'll add something here on the calendar. That way I can try to keep up with what's going on. We didn't use this in February. I should have recorded what my youngest did. She just filled in the dates for me, and competition days. Oh, that also goes up here. And then down here she just gave me some sweet words for each day, which was so thoughtful. So it is Sunday, and it is not yet March. What I'm going to do is open up my planner, see what needs to come on here. And for this one, this is a weekly one, I just go ahead and plug in like dance classes. If there are some major bill payments that need to happen, I'll put here. Next up, I'm going to check my planner, and I'm gonna go ahead and get March started since it's going to happen in the middle of the week. Now it is time to open up my planner, and I'm just going to get it prepped for the week, maybe for the month. Usually I find myself planning more on Mondays than I do on Sundays, and I think that's because the weeks are so busy for me that after church or events on Sunday, usually I find myself doing work for a class or just spending time with my family, because we rarely get to do it during the week. So I am noticing that naturally Sunday is just set aside for a family day, and then I get into the office and the very first thing I do is go ahead and get my planner going. I have to be honest, I didn't plan or fill in my planner as much as I thought I would for February. So, and I know February went by really fast. At least it felt that way for me. So what I am going to do, first of all, I'm going to look at February, because if I don't do the whole month today, I definitely want to see what's going on for March. And here are my empty March dates. And I have already plugged in some of these dates. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to focus on what's happening for the week coming up, transfer them over to March, and I'm going to do my layout for next week. I have laundry that I need to fold up. I've already refreshed my bedroom. I've straightened up my office. Just trying to get my mind together for the week.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
Y'all, I don't makeup or my lashes, so you have to take me as I am. One thing that I am excited to tell you here that I need to plug in for March, because y'all, I'm tired and hormonal. I don't think I'm going to plan March today. Like I said earlier, if I can get my planning in on Sunday, that's good. But usually I just like to save the Sunday for family and resting. But there are some things that I want to download. I think I'm going to do majority of my planning tomorrow. But this is what I want to tell you. I am going to also look through my notes and add my podcast days. I'm podcasting, y'all. And this...
What are you doing in lunch room?
Hello. That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
So, friends, let me tell you. When I press record and I'm at home with people, they always talk. He is one of the main ones who will get on the phone and talk the loudest. So if you hear him, just know this is real time. Not putting on for you. But what I was saying is I started a podcast, and that was that's on one of my goals. Let me show you. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. That's one of my goals for the year. I've been wanting to do this for maybe since 2018, 2019. But I've been afraid. I've written things down and said this will be a great podcast. I would always say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to look at different platforms. But the fear, I don't have anything more valid to tell you why I didn't do it. So one day I was looking over my goals. I always look over them every day. I was looking at a website, and I clicked on this person's podcast, and I'm trying to think about who it was, but I clicked on the podcast, and I don't know what it was about me clicking on that podcast to where I felt my spirit saying, now is the time. And I'm thinking, no, it's not really the time, because I don't know what to say. I don't know if I have all of the right equipment. I don't have a huge audience. Is this another service that I'm going to have to pay for? I mean, all of those things ran through my head. And I caught myself in the moment and said, you know what? It's something about this that says, go forward. Go for it. And I found a service, and it felt so easy to do it. I signed up that day. And I even want to tell you that I looked through my notes and had something to record. I think it was just an intro, but I did it. All of that to say, I did it. I did it without having this long, drawn-out plan. I did it without having everything figured out. I just went for it. And that meant so much to me, because that's one of the things that I will be talking about often on the podcast. That's some things that I even talk about here on my channel. Just go for it. And things will be figured out. Should we not plan? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, let's not sit on things forever, because where would my podcast be had I started it 2018, 2019? And what would I have missed out on if I didn't start it last week or 2 weeks ago? I haven't made like a huge announcement about it. Probably one of those fear things, but it was most important to me to just go ahead and start. just like I clicked the camera on, not clicked the camera on, but I turned the camera on today, and I know that I took my lashes off when I was cleaning up my room. I took all of my jewelry off. I was not planning to talk to you all today, but I said, you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't even like using the word perfect. I like excellence. And I believe even if I don't feel like I should look a certain way for you right now, I do believe what I'm sharing with you is in the spirit of excellence. I believe that my intention to inspire other women who are ambitious and have goals and dreams to have their own small business, go back to school, organize their lives a lot better. I do believe that that is in the spirit that I'm doing this. And you know, I don't want anybody to feel like you have to be perfect, because life is lifing, and to, you know, put our dreams on hold because we feel like we can't reach the level of perfection to pursue something. I want us to ditch that myth. I want us to go out there and do the things whether we are fully prepared or not. I think if it's in your heart to do it, I'm looking at my youngest, if it's in your heart to do it, it's in your heart to do it, so that it can come to fruition and you can share it with other people. I didn't mean to step on my soapbox, y'all. I didn't mean to do it, but I hope that that message inspires you to just go ahead and try your hand at something, whether you have all of the information or not. Now, don't go out there and do anything reckless. But on the podcast, I will share tips on productivity, mindset, lifestyle, with a little bit of hospitality. More importantly, in the event planning field. I am a professional event planner, and I often get questions on how to do certain things. How do I manage that as a business outside of my 9-to-5 doing that? Hospitality is just in me all the way around. Wherever I go, I find myself implementing some soft skills to make someone feel warm and engaging no matter what the environment is. So I will be sharing some of those things on the podcast. My goal is to keep those messages about 10 minutes and under. They'll be perfect for you when you're on your commute to work, to the store, or if you're just sitting at your desk and you need a friend to talk to you. That is my goal. So with that being said, you can, and I'm doing this off the cuff, I'll link the podcast in the description and probably pop it on the screen right here, and you can go over and listen. And I'll also have it on my website, www.tishbullard.com. But I am excited about that, and it makes me feel good to know that something that I thought I would have fully prepared for would happen probably, honestly, probably in the last quarter of the year, just because I was afraid. I was afraid of not having an audience. That's probably what it was, you know, not being able to reach the person that I intended for it to reach, and me putting in a lot of time and not getting the likes or responses that I feel like I should, just to give me that validation. It was the fear. But as I continue to keep this channel up, I don't get a lot of engagement, but I know that if I continue to stick to something and I put emphasis in the quality that I'm giving you, and I'm not just giving you fluff, I believe that it will pay off. I really do believe that it will pay off, and I hope that this does inspire you. This vlog is to build a community of women who are going after it and not seeking perfection, but doing everything that they can with excellence. All right, you can tell me to be quiet. I don't know how much more footage you're going to get because I do need to plan. I need to fold my clothes for today. I am resetting for this week. I'm expecting for this week to be awesome, and I don't want to go into the week with plans for the week in addition to things that I could have done to ease up some of the load, like the small things, straightening up my home and getting things done. All right, friends, I'll see how far this vlog takes us. I hope that you took something away from this. I hope that this was helpful, and I also hope that you go over and listen to the podcast. It's called it's called the Plan Well and Conquer podcast. So, all right, let me go ahead and fill in some of these pages. I'm not going to put a whole lot of thought into it. It is 7:33 my time today on a Sunday, and I plan to lay it down a little early and possibly read a chapter so that I can prepare a presentation on it for class that's coming up in a week and a half or so. All right, I hope that you're enjoying your day, and I thank you so much for tuning in and watching this. All right, I'll see what else I can find you, friends, but it's not going to be too exciting. I hope that this video, if anything, you can play it while you are cleaning up and getting ready for your day. All right, talk to you soon. You want to be a visitor? Okay, so I am taking a break from... Okay, I'm taking a break from planning. I'm probably done. And I'm going to, it's rather late. I say it's late for me and my husband to eat heavy. So we are going to split a poke bowl. And let me tell you, I'm hooked. I'm hooked on these things. Is it as good as it would be if you were to go to a restaurant? Probably not. But I'm going to prepare it and show you how we eat this. Okay, in this you get the bowl that you're going to prepare your rice meal with. In this packet, although it looks like it's a military or military meal, here's the rice. You get smoked salmon and some sesame. I want to say, well, they call it poke sauce, but it's a sweet sauce, so I always call it a sesame sauce. And here is some poke seasoning, and it's kind of spicy. So that's all that comes in the poke bowl. The instructions tell you to tear this pouch off just about an inch and then pop it in the microwave for about a minute. And that's what I'm going to do. I picked this particular bowl up at Walmart, so I'm not sure what other stores carry it or if it's the same name brand as this. But if you like poke bowls, the salmon bowls, this is pretty good. Me and my daughter usually eat this together, but tonight it's going to be me and my husband's meal. I'm going to put this in the microwave and I'll be back. So my oldest daughter just got through talking about a struggle meal because we're not cooking anything tonight, and this is almost like a struggle meal, but it's a really good struggle meal. I'll say struggle meal for adults because nothing is required other than putting the salmon into the microwave, not the salmon, putting the rice into the microwave for just a few seconds. So this is the adult version of a struggle meal, but I'm not mad about it. The rice is done. Too hot. Hot, hot, hot. Somebody's trying to sneak in. I've had a lot of visitors in this vlog today. I'm going to separate the rice as much as I can. And with my salmon, I never really take it out of the pack. I just crumble it up inside of the package and then place it in my bowl. And give it a good mix. Here's my poke sauce that I'll drizzle. And I'll give it a good stir. This is really good. It smells good too. And the poke seasoning, which I'll just add a little bit. Riley, did we add all of it or half of it?
Just a little bit. That's good.
That's good. And I'm going to give this a good old stir. Okay, she wants to show you her struggle meal for the evening. What do you have, Riley?
Noodles.
What kind of noodles? Chicken, beef, shrimp?
Chicken.
Chicken. The oldest, Ryan, what's your struggle meal?
Chicken bites.
Chicken bites. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we ate good for lunch. We went out to eat, right, girls?
Mm-hmm.
And that was delicious. Okay, so there's the mixture all mixed up. And how I like to eat it, I like to eat it with the sea salt seaweed snacks. Open that up. Gonna go ahead and see if I'm still in love with the snack. If you have never eaten seaweed snacks, they're very, very fishy. This is what they look like. And they're very thin. Again, it's very fishy. And if you don't like things that are fishy, you probably won't like seaweed. So what I do, I get a scoop of the rice mixture and put it in my seaweed, and I'm gonna tell you, it's really good. Oh yeah. Did I say I was sharing this with my husband? He may have to eat his own bowl. Put a little salmon on there.
Can I try seaweed with this?
Want some? Okay, friends, so I think I'm gonna share this with my husband. It is so good that I'm almost wanting to not share. We're gonna watch American Idol together as a family, and we're probably gonna just go ahead and go into our late night routine of getting showered, getting our clothes together for tomorrow, and calling it a night. The youngest is next to me. I know she wants you to see her eat seaweed and chicken ramen. Don't know how that's gonna turn out, but she's adamant about being on camera. So give her some love. Give her some love. Let me see your... Is it good?
It's okay.
Is that something you would do all the time?
Sometimes, probably.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. You know what I'm gonna ask you to do. Go ahead and hit the to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, if you see something in the video, you have a question, or you want to say something really sweet and fun, leave me a comment below. And don't forget to go check out my new podcast channel and visit me online at I am Tish Bullard, and tune in next week for the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Plan well and conquer. Bye, friends.